Well, hello everyone, it's Cliff again. We are here for our Global Home Business Live webinar. It is Thursday, the 20th of September. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, UK time. I'm in the afternoon here in South America, so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I know we've got viewers looking or watching this webinar from other countries, so welcome. And today what we're planning to do is to have a little closer look at our online marketing platform, the new platform that we've just launched. Now, I'm going to keep the chat closed, but again, you do have an opportunity to ask questions. You'll see there's a little link at the bottom of the page under the screen where you can ask a question. If you do want to do that, feel free to do that. If we don't get a chance to address that today, we will send you an email back with an answer to that question. So the goal is today to give you more of an understanding of the online marketing platform, but I've got a couple of other things, of course, to share with you and show you as well, but it should be a shorter webinar than we've had over the last couple of weeks or so. So let me first of all talk about our marketing model, because what we've created here is a different model. You see, we're not all online and we're not all offline. We've really got an integration of online and offline. So I'm referring to this as a hybrid marketing model, because we're bringing together the best of old school techniques that we know really work with some of the newer techniques that we also know work. Okay, so we've got online and offline. So let's talk about the offline side of it for a minute or two, so you get an understanding of what we've got that's offline, and then we'll look at what we've got that's online. And as I said, today we're going to spend a little bit of time looking at our hybrid, our online marketing platform. So offline, we've got our marketing toolkit. So we've got the booklets. Remember, we looked at these booklets last week. That's an offline tool, but what it's going to do potentially is drive people online to your marketing site. So that's part of the hybrid system. We've got the trifold leaflets. Again, similar type of thing, offline in the sense that you can hand it out to people, but it's going to have your contact details, your web address on here. Potentially that's going to drive them online. We've got the postcards. Again, exactly the same thing. Remember, we've got two versions of the postcard. We've got the one that you can see here with room for the mailing address. And then we've got one that is without the mailing address. So we use the whole of the back of the card for information, and that's something that you can hand out to people, or you can personally deliver or have somebody deliver to a potential customer base in an area. And then we've got the drop cards. And again, drop cards are offline, but where do they take people? Well, they take them, you can see on here, it's got my web address, zenteamuk.com. That's my web address for my marketing system. So it's offline, driving online. What else do we have that's offline? Well, we've got the intervention calls. Remember, those are the calls that we're personally having with customers to build the relationship and enable the customer to become a real customer. Remember, they order once, they're a suspect. They order twice, they're a prospect. They order 3 times, now they're a customer. And that's our goal, to get those people that we introduced to Zen Project 8, not to just order once, but indeed to order 3 times. They move from suspect to prospect to customer. So we've got our intervention calls. Remember, we've 4 of those. Day 3, we check in with people, make sure they've started the program. They're listening to the audio program that we're giving them free of charge. What else do we do? Day 14, we have a check-in call, see how they're doing. Day 29, that's a reorder call when we're also looking to get referrals. We're giving people a discount at that point in the program. And then a day 59 call when we're looking to invite them to come and see the whole story, so they can buy at wholesale or potentially join us in the business. So those intervention calls are offline because we're picking up the telephone, we're making a call. We've got the referral calls that we might be making. You know, you're going to be sending your booklets out to people. They're going to be referring you to potential customers. We're going to be calling those customers. That's a referral call. What we've also got are referral calls to potential business prospects, because the people we connect with on our 50 names list, the top 10 people that we're connecting with on the business, we're asking them for a business referral. Some of those people might be interested themselves, but we're asking for a business referral. So that's, again, offline. We've got the whole story live presentations. Now, we don't have any of these around the UK right now, but of course, as you build your groups, and locally build those groups and build those customer bases that we're looking to build, or that you're looking to build, then you will have your own whole story live presentations. So all of the customers, when they get to day 59, where do they come? They come to a live event. That's an offline event. And then also we've got SMS. That's an offline tool that we can also use. So those are some of the offline tools. If we look at some of the online tools that we've got available to us as part of this hybrid marketing model, we've got our marketing system or our marketing platform. The whole thing really is our system, our marketing system. So we've got our marketing platform, and we're going to look at that. I'm going to show you that and take you around that in just a couple of minutes. And on that, we've got a place for customers to go when they're ready to buy. And we've got a place to show the business to people. So part of our process, of course, is taking a customer and looking to convert them into a distributor. But that doesn't prevent us from always being on the lookout for business prospects. And we can use our online marketing system to show people the opportunity that exists with Zen Project 8. We've got the online webinars, we've got the training webinars, we've got the whole story webinar that's live on a Wednesday. By the way, you want to be coming to those online webinars. You want to be coming to those every week. Why? For two reasons. One, because it's a learning experience for you. When it's time for you to run live whole story webinars, how are you get whole story presentations? How are you going to do that if you've not been watching the presentation and learning how to do it? So it's a learning experience. Whether you've got guests or not, you should be on the whole story presentation. But more importantly, that whole story presentation is there for you to bring your guests. It's not there for the good of my health to sit here in front of the camera and do a presentation. I'm doing the presentation for you and your business. So your goal should be to have guests, 2 or 3 guests at least minimum every week. You should be inviting every single day with a view to getting at least 2, 3 or 4 guests on that whole story webinar. We are live now. You should be building your business now and using the whole story webinar. We've got online video, of course, available to us. We can do video emails to people. We've got social media. That's another online tool that's available. We've got Zoom and we've got Skype. All of these are online technologies that we can use as part of our hybrid marketing model to connect with people, follow up with people, communicate with people. And then from Elite, we've got our audio program. That's another tool that we've got available to us. That's an online tool because we're going to be giving it to customers. They're going to be going online and downloading the audio so they get the most from the Zen program. And then we've got a couple of things from a lead generation perspective. We've got a brand new offline technology that will become available to you as and when you get to a certain point in the program. That's going to allow you to tap into some amazing technology where you're going to be able to send marketing messages to any Android phone within a certain radius of the technology that we have available. And that's going to drive them online to your marketing site. So it's an offline technology using technology to drive people to your online site. That's coming soon, but it won't be available to everybody. You have to qualify to have access to that technology. And then we're going to have cooperative marketing. Those will be online marketing campaigns. Again, that will be something someone needs to qualify for. So that's a little bit about our hybrid marketing model. I want you to understand this isn't all about being online. We're not going to be sending links out to people and just emailing people, and sitting behind a computer and being lazy. We're going to be utilizing old school offline techniques that we know work together with online. That's what makes it the hybrid marketing model. Okay, so let me get started as I promised. And let me take you first of all to look at our our online marketing platform. Now, this is brand new. Okay, so let me, I'm going to switch my camera off for a minute, and I'm going to, I am going to share my screen, and I'm going to go to our global home business marketing system. Now, let me say a couple of things about this, just so we're clear. First and foremost, this is exclusive to our team. That's the first thing. And secondly, it is purely built for the Zen Project 8. That's all it is. It hasn't got any of the other products in it. It's not designed for that, because we're looking to drive your business around Zen Project 8. When people become customers, and if they decide to become a wholesale customer, of course, then they can access all of the Ginest products at wholesale price, not just the products that are available as part of Zen Project 8. So that's the first thing to say about this. It's exclusive to us. It's based on your Zen business. This is the page that you will come to. Now, we're changing the URL. This will be on globalhomebusiness.com. Right now, you can see the URL is globalhomecrn.com. So this is where it's currently sitting, but we'll be changing that URL to globalhomebusiness.com. So that's where people will come, and you will have the opportunity to come to this site. You'll be able to come down here, click on Get Started Now, and that is going to give you the opportunity to register for the system. And as we said, one of the great things that we've done here is we've made it, I'm just going to go back to that page because I want to log in a second or two. We've made it so it's completely free for 14 days, not just for you, but for everybody in your team. As they come on board, it's going to be completely free of charge for 14 days. So nobody has to give a credit card, and think that their credit card is going to get charged. It's completely free of charge. But 14 days later, once people have had a play around with the system and realized what it can do, and frankly, people are going to need the system. They can't really build a business with our process unless they've got this system. So this is part of the cost of doing business. This is part of the marketing expense, but you can see the cost of it is very inexpensive, just under £10 a month. That works out, if you're in the US, about $13 a month. Very inexpensive. The current system that we have is $19.95 US a month. So that's a $7 saving there. And in the UK, it's about £15. That $19.95 equates to about £15. So it's about a third less than you were paying before if you had the existing system. So let's go in and have a little look. We log in here. I'm going to log in with my email address. Log in here at the top. I'm going to put my username. It's just a temporary username at the moment. And I'm going to sign in. Now, when I sign in, the first time you sign in, you're going to see something that comes up, and we don't see it here because I logged in earlier today, but you're going to see something that comes up like a little pop-up box that is preparing your system. It's getting your system ready based on the information that you've entered, to register for the system. Once that's done, you come into the main page here, and this is really the main dashboard of your system. This is like the home page, and you can see it gives you a great overview, and we're going to look at this home page in a bit more detail. The first thing I want to touch on is your basic details. So I've uploaded a photo of me, my name, my email address, my address, that's just a temporary address. You can see I'm going to come back to the two websites there, but you have an opportunity here as well. If we click on this, we have an opportunity to update the profile information. We can update, obviously you wouldn't want to update your name and everything, but your email address, if it changes, your mailing address, if that changes, your credit card details for the system, your PayPal account, stuff like that is what you can update. So that's your profile, your personal profile. So if we go back to the home page, what you've got here at the top is it shows you your two websites, and these are temporary URLs, temporary website addresses. Your customer website will be, as it is today, on wonderfatloss.com. So if you're sending anybody to find out about the product, that wants to order the product, they would go to your customer website, and that would be www.wonderfatloss.com/your username. And then you have your business site. So the same thing, that would be on globalhomebusiness.com. So your business site remains on globalhomebusiness.com. Your customer site is on wonderfatloss.com. So you've got both of those two sites included in your monthly fee of £9.95. So if we went to have a look, click on the customer site, what that is going to do is that is going to take us, it's just loading the page, that is going to take us to the lead capture page for customers. You're not really going to use this too frequently from a customer standpoint. Why? Because we're going to be using the booklets. We're going to be using the offline process to find customers, because our whole process is based around that. But in the, let's see if we can just go in. Let me just enter. If we can get in, and I'll show you what is in here that is important from a customer standpoint. And you'll have a page that you can send people to. We can access the video. This is Mark McDonald. By the way, we are changing the inside pages. We're upgrading the design and the look of these pages. We were a little bit restricted with what we had before. Our designer right now is working on these pages, so it's going to look a lot nicer than it looks right here. But you can see here that you've got an option to download a product booklet if somebody's watched the video. Again, we're not really going to be using the online version for customer acquisition. We are going to be using our offline process. But there is an opportunity here, for example, for people to click to get started. And this is important. This will be used because if you've got somebody who wants to buy your product for you, what they do is they come to this page and they would click on buy now, and it tells them, you can see at the bottom, please note your purchase won't be immediate. You'll receive an invoice from the site owner. Once payment is confirmed, your Zen product package will be shipped, because you're setting up to be in business. That means you've got a PayPal account. You're able to take credit cards if people want to take credit cards. Obviously, if people want to pay you locally by cash or check, that's absolutely fine. You know, that's the normal way we used to do business. But what would happen is if a customer came to this page and clicked on buy now, that is going to send you an email. I, as the customer in this example, get a page that says, thank you for ordering. You'll receive the invoice and payment options. If you have any questions, please contact the shop owner. That is, you know, in this example, me. Okay, so you would then get an invoice, and you would then send the invoice, or sorry, you would get a message. You would raise the invoice. You will send the invoice to your customer. They will pay you. Once you receive payment, obviously, then you ship the products, whether you're shipping that personally or you're shipping that from the fulfillment center that we've set up. That's, you know, up to you totally. Okay, so that's the primary use of the customer side of the online system. You know, the customer side of the online system is primarily designed so that you can facilitate the processing of orders online. We are not sending people to the Jeunesse website, as I said last week. And the reason we're not is twofold. One is you will not make as much money because the package that we're marketing here, which is the 30-day kickoff package, is not available on the Jeunesse site. You have to buy it through your back office, but you make more money on that than the product that Jeunesse does have on their website. That's one reason. The second reason is you don't want to be confusing people. We are marketing Zen Project 8 because we're addressing that obesity epidemic in the UK. So you don't want to be sending people to your Jeunesse website where they're going to see, you know, Nevo and the skincare and the hair care and the AM and PM and the reserve and everything else that might confuse them. So that's the customer side of things. You know, if we go back to your site, you would also have a business page, and you will be using this page if you want to do any prospecting over and above the prospecting that you're doing through building your customer base. Remember, our process is about finding customers first and converting those people, or a percentage of those people, into distributors. That doesn't prevent you from always being on the lookout for business partners. And this is what you would use if you're looking for business partners. and they will be able to come in here. Again, let me fill this in just so we can see it very quickly. I'm going to put my email address in here. This is what a prospect would be doing on your marketing site. I'm just going to put any old number in here. Access the video instantly. That's going to take me, or your prospect, it's going to take them to see a short 5-minute video. Okay, and we're still in the process of uploading that, but you would see the 5-minute video that we've got. And the idea of that is to raise their curiosity level to a point where they say they would like more information. What then is going to happen is, if they're interested but they need more information, they're going to go to an online webinar system that's going to give them the webinar that we currently deliver on a Wednesday evening, but it's going to give them a number of different options. It's going to be every day, and it's going to be 10 in the morning, 1 in the lunchtime time, 1 at lunchtime, 8 p.m. in the evening. So your prospects are going to have the opportunity to find a time that's suitable for them. They're not going to be forced just to the Wednesday webinar. The Wednesday webinar is going to be geared up more as we build the customer base, and we're looking to convert those people. Now we want to bring them to a special webinar, and that's the Wednesday whole story webinar. But we're going to build into this system a similar webinar, but more opportunity focused, and that is going to be available every day of the week. So you can drive prospects into your marketing system, and they will have the opportunity to come to the marketing presentation. And I won't go through the rest of it, but if they do get to the page, actually we'll go to this. Interested but need more information. One would say not interested, by the way. You probably saw both buttons said interested but need more information. One says, I'm interested, I want to find out more. The other says, I'm not interested. Great, fair enough, see you later, bye. We don't need everybody to join us in this business. So when they come to more information, we're replacing this page. They will come to the webinar, and then these options are available after the webinar. Once you've followed somebody up from coming to the webinar and they need more information, you can send them the Mark McDonald video, you can send them the little video on how to make money, you can show them a little bit about our system. If they're ready to get started, you would send them to the Getting Started page in your site. There's a little video, and if you haven't watched it, I encourage you to come and watch it, because that teaches people the 3 steps to become a distributor in the Global Home Business team, and they would get started now. Now, what that does when they click on Get Started Now is it takes them to the 3 options we've got for them to build a business with us. Option 1 is they can buy 6 of the 30-day programs. So they can go out straight away and get a return on their investment. They can either get 6 customers, or they can use one of the programs for themselves, and they can go out and get 5 customers and get their money back. Okay, option 2 is 4 of the packages. Option 3 is 2 of the packages. When they click that, so if I don't know whether this is working or not, but we'll see. But when I click Buy Now, what that is going to do is it's going to put that package that I've just ordered into the Jeunesse shopping cart, and your business prospect is going to check out at the Jeunesse website, but they're not going to see all of the other products. It's going to pop it into the shopping cart, and we obviously, there it goes, it pops into the shopping cart, and there you can see that I've just ordered 30-day programs, 6 of them, and that's the cost. So if it's a business prospect, Jeunesse is handling all of the payment as normal, putting them in the genealogy as normal, and they are becoming a distributor in the normal way. They're becoming a customer first, and then they upgrade to become a distributor. And that's explained in that Getting Started 1, 2, 3 video. Step 1 is you become a distributor. Step 2 is you upgrade. Step 1 is you become a customer with your package. Step 2 is you upgrade to become a distributor. Step 3 is you get on our auto ship program. Okay, so that's step 1 and step 2 and step 3. So that's your business website. And again, if you have any questions, put them in the question box, or you can email me or email Brad Miller, and we'll get those questions answered for you. But they are pretty much the same as you've got, except we're going to be upgrading them and designing them a little bit better. So let's have a look what else is on the dashboard. Over here, you've got a weekly overview. You can see here, there's a weekly overview, the number of new prospects that you've got this week, the number of new customers that you've acquired. You would enter a new customer into the system, and that will register the fact that you've new customers, and the number of new distributors that you've got in your business. You'll be able to sort of upgrade that from on your prospect list, and that would tell you that you've got a new distributor. Then you've got the monthly overview, the current month. How many new prospects this month? How many new customers this month? How many new distributors this month? And then what you can see on the right side, we've got our 4-step process. And we'll be doing more training on our 4-step process. But those of you that have been with us for a while should understand this 4-step process. This is the 4-step enrollment process. This is the process that we use for bringing people into the business if we're approaching people directly about the business. If we're using our booklets from a customer perspective, that's our primary focus. But if we're talking to people and doing some business prospecting, just purely looking for business prospects, then we use the 4-step process: qualify, inform, verify, and consolidate. So what you've got here is you can see your prospect overview. That's going to tell you how many people have you got at each of those 4 stages. How many people have you got at the qualify stage? How many people have you got at the inform stage? How many people have you got at the verify stage? And when you click on that information, it's going to take you to a page where you're going to be able to see exactly who's at each stage. I'm just going to click over here for a sec so you can see our, well, no, I'll come back to that later. So that's like an overview. So at a glance on your dashboard, you can see how many new prospects you've got this week, how many you've got this month, and you can see all of your prospects in the system. What stage are they at? So you know which ones are the hottest and which ones to follow up. You've got your accountability report here. Remember, weekly accountability is key in our process. So you click on that and you're able to fill in and complete your accountability form here. You fill in, we looked at this last week, so I'm not going to go through the detail, but it's going to give you your name and all that information. It's going to go to you, and it's going to go to your mentor who's working with you and supporting you and helping you. Accountability is key. You, by the way, if you're mentoring other people, you know, obviously you would get a copy of their accountability report because they're accountable to themselves, but, you know, they're also accountable to their mentor. Here we have the access your prospects. So if we to click here, we will go in and we would see the prospect list. And this is really neat because this is all of your prospects. You can see at the top there, fairly average prospect really, I think, but you've got Cliff there. And if I click on Cliff's details, what that's going to do is it's going to give me all of the prospect details, and it's going to tell me, you know, you're going to see on this at a glance where they are in terms of our 4-step process. Is this person qualified? Yes, that means they've completed the qualify step. Are they informed? Yes, that means they've had the information to the webinar. Are they verified yet? That means that's a follow-up. No. So they've got as far as going to the webinar. So you know where this person is in the process. And you can do various things. If you have a conversation with them, you can put the details in. You can make a note of that, add it, and it's going to add it to the record. You're going to be able to do that. You're also going to have some post-call action automated emails. So if you have a conversation with somebody and then you need to schedule a follow-up call, you would click the schedule the follow-up call, and that would automatically be emailed out. If they're not interested, you click that. That's going to take them off the system. You know, you're going to be able to give them some information. You can see there, you're going to be able to send links to the business overview video. You're going to be able to send links to more information. You're going to be able to send links to the webinar registration page, depending on what action you need to take with a prospect. But this is really good because if we click on detail lookup, what that's going to do is that is going to go and find this person for you. Now, Cliff Walker happens to be, you know, available online in a number of different areas. And so you can go and have a look. So let's have a look at Cliff. Let's have a look at his LinkedIn profile. So that's going to give you, your LinkedIn profile on mine before I was able to go in and check it. But you can see, providing you're on LinkedIn, you'll be able to see Cliff's full profile. But you're able to find out a little bit about people on their LinkedIn profile. You're going to be able to go, I don't know whether this will take me to my Facebook page, but that is very handy. There it is as well, enables me to log in. So you've got some great information here on your prospects. So let's go back to the home page where we were so we don't get lost. If you were to click on the training center, that is going to take you to, we're going to change the name, by the way, to Team Center. That's going to take you where everything is, for the team. You're going to be able to access our training materials, any videos we've got, any audios we've got. You're going to be able to see recorded webinars, any marketing tools. That's where you'd be able to click. I'm going to show you the marketing tool thing in a minute. Our getting started training is there. The resources are there. The marketing materials are there. Everything you need is in the Team Center, whether it be training or resources or information. And then you've got your view lead capture pages. That's going to essentially take you back to the same place. You would click there. It's going to take you to your two pages. As we grow, we're going to have more templates in the system. So you're not going to be fixed with just one option for your business page. You might have a dozen different options and you choose which one you want to use. So that is the dashboard. Up at the top here, we've got general menu, help and support. We click on support, and that is going to take you to our support page. Now we're adding to this a chat facility, a world-class chat facility. So you'll be able to communicate with us directly from this page within your system. You'll also have access, as you can see, to frequently asked questions. You'll have access to the Getting Started guide. Talks a little bit about how prospecting really works, the real world of prospecting. But as I say, we will have the chat facility on here. So at any point in time, you'll be able to communicate with us. We're not going to be there 24/7, of course, but you'll be able to leave a message from this page if we're not there. Most of the time, we'll be there live, or somebody will be there live to support you. You'll also be able to go onto the FAQs from that drop down. If we go to the Management Center, you've got a great diary and calendar system here. And by the way, one of the most important things you need to do before you set this system up is you need to set up your free Calendly account. Why? Because when you're getting prospects into your pages and the automated emails are following them up, there's going to be some links for them to set an appointment with you. They need to go to your Calendly page to set that appointment. We're going to explain all this in the Getting Started guide that you have, but you need to have your Calendly account set up before you register to have this online marketing platform. And the reason for that is because we're going to tie everything to your Calendly appointment system. It's a great system. It's the one I use. You're able to go in and let you set your schedule when you're going to be available for calls. So it's around your time. It's not hit and miss. And if somebody wants to connect with you, they go to your calendar and they look when you're available and they book a call. And it tells you, it puts it straight in your diary. Very professional, much more professional than the hit and miss, emails to each other and we miss each other, or they call us and we're not in and they get voicemail and then we call them back. This is scheduled appointments. We're professionalizing the whole business. But you also have here your diary and calendar system. So, you can add a new event. Now you can add it from here, or if you're on your prospect page and you need to make an appointment to follow up, make a follow-up call, for example, you would diary that and it would put it in, and then that's going to bring it up. You're going to have all your list of all the things that you need to do. So it's a great system for managing your business. That's all included as well. You're going to have the opportunity to look at two things. You're going to be able to look at the email templates that we've created for you. So that if you're communicating with customers or you're communicating with a prospect and you just want to drop them a little email, there's a facility to do that. But you'll also have the opportunity from here to look at the email campaigns that are built into the system. So you're going to be able to see the emails that would go out to customers. You're going to be able to see the emails that will go out to prospects. And when you're looking at your prospect information, you're going to be able to see which emails they've received. So that's a powerful little feature as well. You're going to be able to view your landing pages. You're going to be able to go to the training center from there that we've looked at. And then from here as well, you're going to be able to look at your reports. We've got to do a little bit of tweaking here. Some of the language isn't right. This is going to show you prospecting reports, not customer reports. But you would go here, and that's going to give you an overview of, your prospects, your weekly overview. It's going to show you the number of new prospects this week, the number of new customers, your new distributors, what we looked at on the front page, but this is like the detailed overview of it. And then also we've got your prospect search. So again, if you want to search for a prospect, you click on that. And that takes you to the page that we looked at earlier, where you can search for your prospect. So if I was searching for Dave, there it is. It brings up Dave Jones. So you can search for your prospect on that page. You can also add a prospect on that page, and we will be adding add a customer. Remember, your customers are going to be offline, not online. So where you can go into your GNS website and look at all your genealogy from a business standpoint, because that's all part of the GNS database, what you're going to be able to do here is add your own personal customers that you acquire. So you'll have customer information in here that's relevant to you, real customers that you've gathered through sending out the booklets, and following the process that we have for customer acquisition. I can't stress enough how key it is to follow the process, because the process, it actually works. It's created more six-figure annual income earners than any other process in network marketing. So, I would recommend that you follow that process. So that's our online marketing platform. Now that is going to be available. We might still be doing a little bit of work in the background, so you're going to need to bear with us, but that's going to be available for you to register from 10 o'clock on Monday morning. Okay, 10 o'clock on Monday morning, you'll be able to come and register. We'll send you an email out with a link so you know where to go to register. And that will allow you to have the system free of charge, as we said, for 14 days. And then after the 14 days, it'll be £9.95 a month for that system. But that is a great system and, frankly, really inexpensive. Our current system, I'm paying the same as you. I pay $19.95 a month for the system. So I'm delighted to only pay £10 a month instead of £15 a month. Just makes sense if we can save a little bit of money. So that's that. I wanted to show you that. I'm going to show you something else if I can. I'm a little bit lost with my tabs here now because we've added some tabs. But let me take you to this page, because remember we said we've got our marketing materials. Well, this is our partner site where you will go to order your marketing materials. Now, you'll be able to access this through either going directly to the site, and this isn't the correct site, so we'll have this ready very, very soon for you too, probably as early as next week. And then you will also be able to access it from your dashboard that we've just looked at in the marketing system. You click on marketing tools and it's going to bring you to this page and you would log in. So I'm going to log in. It's not 100% ready yet, but you can see very nicely branded, very professional looking. I would log in with my email address. I'm doing there. I'm going to add my password and it's going to log me in, hopefully. And here I am. And it's going to give me, and again, our partners have just put this up. They've literally only just given this to me in the last couple of days or so. So we're still working on stuff, but you'd go to print products and it would bring up the different products that we've got available, and it will show you the price. You can see all the prices are set at zero. I can guarantee you they're not zero, okay? But they will have the prices there. You can see the quantities, and we'll have the special marketing package on there as well that we talked about, the two different marketing packages. They will also be on there. The other thing that we're just adding to that, for those of you that when you start doing live events, we're going to have the pull-up stands, and there will be those available through here as well. So you don't have to go looking around for where can I get a pull-up stand. I'm doing an event. I want it to look professional. I've got my product display. I want a couple of pull-up stands to make it look professional. You'll be able to order those from here as well. And as we introduce new materials, this is where you'll be able to come. So that's the online shop, you could, you can click on the booklet, and it's then going to, show you the booklet. You can look at the different pages in the booklet. I won't go through all of them because obviously it's going to take a little bit of time to load, but you can view the booklet and look at what the booklet is. And then it does say as well, to personalize your product, you need to go to page 8. I think it said that right at the beginning, actually. So this is where you'll be able to personalize your booklet. You'll put your name in there. You'll put your telephone number in there. You'll put your email address in there. We'll also, of course, have your website address. I've asked them to add that to this as well. So that'll have your website address in there as well. So that's very, very important as well. So what else have we got here? So that's the marketing tools. Okay. Again, if you've got any questions, put it in the question box or drop us an email. I wanted to show you as well the MyZen audio, because this is now ready. Okay, so you can go to myzenaudio.com, or a better way to access this is going to be through the Getting Started training platform, because I'm going to encourage you to go that route, get started again in your business following our new Start Right, Start Fast process, so that you know as a role model what other people are going to be going through. But you can actually, this talks about the program. I showed you this last week, but you can now buy the license. It's going to ask you to, enter your name. So if I put my name in here, I'll show you the payment process. Be careful I don't use an email address. Just GHB.com, see if that works. Mobile phone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I moved to Afghanistan. I'm going to put the city, Monty, state, Monty. I'm just putting anything in here so we can get through to the payment page. Put a password in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then click to register. That's going to tell me I've registered successfully. And then it's going to pop me through to the payment page. And you can see it's an encrypted payment page that's 100% safe for people to use. So you can go in, and that's where you get your license. Once you've got your license, as we said last week, you're now in a position to log in, and you would be able to log in, and you would be able to then send the audio out to your customers as you get customers. Okay, so that's that. And then the final thing before we wrap up, I wanted to show you was, again, the Start Right, Start Fast training process. So going back to what I was just talking about a couple of minutes ago, my recommendation would be that you access the Zen audio program through this Getting Started platform, because you'll see as you go through the Getting Started process, there is a place for you then to access that audio license as part of this process. So remember what I said about this last week. There's 3 steps. Prepare for action is step number 1. There's a number of exercises that you go through. I encourage you to engage. Come here, myzentraining.com. Sign up, because you'll need to sign up on the platform before you can log in. And you can straight away start going through the prepare for action. The second step in the process is get into action. And when you get to step 2 in the process, that's where we're going to give you all of the letters you need to send out with your booklets. That's where you get the scripts that you're going to be using. That's where we give you all that you need to launch your business, essentially. And then the third step in the process is develop a long-term plan. So once you've got your business into action, you're up and running, you've got some activity, you're busy gathering customers, you've got some people that are interested in looking at the business, then we are going to start thinking a bit longer term, because this is a long-term business. This isn't a 3 to 5 minute program or a 3 to 5 minute business or a 3 to 5 week business. It's a 3 to 5 year laying the foundations of a long-term sustainable business. So we're going to help you with a long-term plan. not a 3 to 5 year plan. You'll have done your vision in step one. Part of what the activities include in step one is you're going to be defining what your long-term vision looks like. When we get to step three, which is about developing a plan, we're going to develop a 1 year plan. Of course, that now fits in to your longer term vision. So it all fits together. It all fits together very, very simply, and it'll all make sense as you work through it. So I would encourage you to come here to myzentraining.com and click on let's get started, sign up. That's going to take you to the sign up page. And this is our little chat down here. You can see Rad Miller there as well. She's back tomorrow. But this is where you will come for your support. And that's what you'll see. Remember, I said on our support page within the system, we will have a chat facility. Well, this is what it is. We've already got it up on these pages. We haven't yet put it into our marketing system. So we are going to be providing all the support that you've got from this page. Okay, so with that, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. I said it was going to be a little bit short.